What's up, everybody? Today is February 5th, 2025. I'm Michael Jones. This is the Rayden Chronicles. It's just a vlog where I get up and talk about my day, talk about what I'm doing, talk about my fears, talk about where I'm failing in life, talk about my bad habits, try to talk about problems that maybe you and I both have. I don't know. Or you and everybody and I and the whole world have. I'm a videographer. I run a video production company, Rayden Media Production Companies, and 360 Virtual Drone Services. And I just get up here and talk about struggles and things I'm going through, stuff I'm thinking about. I try not to go like around too much longer than 15 minutes. But if you don't mind, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll probably talk about some shit that's pretty interesting. Today I'm going to talk about, again, some stuff that I am scared to death to do. I've never done, but I'm going to do it today. I promise you, today is the day that I'm going to do it. So basically what it is cold calling. I'm scared to death of cold calling. I've mentioned it before. Why I'm scared of cold calling? I'm assuming it's because I'm trying to control the situation. I learned this from my therapist that a lot of stuff I do is me trying to control the situation and trying to avoid things. So I don't know if you do this, but what I did is I've just been putting off. I keep coming up with excuses because if I don't cold call, I don't hear a no. You know, if you don't ask that girl out, that guy out, then he knows that he or she don't ever say no to you. And then, girls get depressed when the guys say no. So they don't ask. They're chicken out. Girls or guys go to ask a girl, they chicken out. So the girl never gets a chance to answer, and it's just a no automatically because you don't know. And that's kind of how it is with sales. You don't know, and you're going to get a lot of no's probably. But you're after the yeses. We're after the yeses. So if I call 100 calls and get 70 no's and get 30 yeses, that's damn good. I just gained 30 clients. So you have to look at it that way, percentage wise. You have to look at it as like, well, I make 30 calls, I make 100 calls, and I get 70 no's. And you could choose to be really discouraged by that. 70 no's. But you got 30 yeses. 30 yeses is on the positive side. And you get clients from that. If you guys have any tips, hints, YouTube videos you can point me to, I'm a huge fan of Alec Ramosi, huge fan of Chris Doe from The Future, Brian Tracy. I know all these guys are like master salesmen. I like Chris Doe a lot because he gets on the phone. He does those kind of set-up stage calls where he's talking like one of his trainers or trainees, and then they're the customer, and then he gets up there and kind of talks through what he would do, if they were calling his business. I like that. I like that because you get to hear what some clients say when you call them. You're trying to pitch an idea, ways they try to get around it, or they just try. I was tagged in a Facebook post the other day, and thank you to the guy who tagged me. I appreciate that, man. Always strong, much love to the people who mentioned and tagged me all the time. But man, majority of the ones they tag me in are things where the ad may say, looking for drone pilot, looking for cheap drone pilot ASAP, looking for drone pilot ASAP who don't charge a lot. And I was like, man, they're looking for little kids. They're looking for kids that can do stuff. I had a lady the other day, she called and she's like, she gave me the project she gave me. I ended up pricing for was like $275. And she's like, yeah, we have a lot coming up in your area. They try to throw that at you all the time. We have a lot coming up in your area. So if you do this for $5, there'll be a lot of $5 jobs. You're going to have a whole $70 after you work your ass off. So I said like $275, and she's like, well, we have a lot of jobs coming up, but usually what we pay on this is like $50 or $75. She's like, I don't know if you'd be interested in that. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, well, you're paying $275 to me, and you won't have to go back and get pictures. Because what she was asking me to do, she's like, we hired a photographer already, but his pictures didn't turn out good. He was too close to the building. I'm like, well, that's what you get for hiring a $50 photographer, and that's why your calling me back to pay me $275 to fix this $50 problem. But you were trying to save money, but now you've ended up spending more money than you originally wanted to because you hired a $50 jackleg. But that's how things goes. But the cold calling or the cold walking in, I don't know, sometimes I feel on the phone it's a little bit more personal. I don't know if you guys can pitch in person, if that's something you guys do, and like, I just don't have the balls, like the intestinal fortitude to hear no's. So when I call and get a no, it just destroys my self-confidence and ego. I got to get through that. I've read like Brian Tracy's book. I can't remember it. It's a sales book, really popular book. I just can't remember the name of it. It's on Audible. But I read that. I listened to the YouTube videos where they're talking, and it all sounds great. But when I get on the phone, I can never be as smooth or sound as good as like Chris Doe or Alex Hormozy. But you know what though? Here's what I think that is, and I think that's some mental stuff where they're good already. They're already rich. And I know, like Alex Hormozy was saying, I wasn't rich at one time. I was sleeping on the gym floor in my gym and, you know, selling gym memberships. But I think it's a mental thing where, I don't know, like Alex Hormozy, he slept on the floor in his gym, right? And that made him inspired to go call, you know, people. And like, really, he wanted to go after it because he's like, I'm tired of sleeping on the gym floor, you know? But I just, where was I going with that part? I just, when I call and try to set up those, ow, my back is itching. Try to set up those calls, it never goes like I want to. So when I try to talk to the people, it seems they never say what the person said when I'm watching Chris Doe and he's, you know, rattling off things, doing comebacks. But I know where I was going. So the mental thing though, Alex Hormozy, Chris Doe, all those guys, they're, I'm just gonna say it, they're rich. They got multi-million-dollar companies. So yeah, calling in, cold calling here and 50 no's, man, we like, that ain't nothing. Who cares? Like, they got money already. Like, so in other words, they have nothing to lose when they call. Me, I feel like I'm losing my whole business when I call and they say no, because I'm just like, well, I don't have any, you know, I don't have any business. So I think to myself, like, man, that's probably very comfortable. It's almost probably like a joke for them, like a prank call, where they're just calling and like, hey man, look, we saw your website and you don't have any video content. Like, he's probably almost like talking trash to him. Because he don't care. He don't care that if they say no, because he's a millionaire. So maybe if I had that kind of comfort, where I didn't care if I, like, maybe that's where I have to get. I have to get where I don't care if I get a no or yes. Just so call, I might get a no, I might get a yes. I have no idea. And I shouldn't care. I should just do it. But that's where that whole mental human ego thing comes in at. And it sucks. Because the ego's playing around in your mind, or it is in mine. It's just playing around in my mind. Like, you hear no, and you just start getting more and more discouraged. I gotta figure out how to flip that, where I get more and more inspired. Like, it drives me more. Like, I had one client for a while. Yeah, they were like 97% of my business. I was pretty much like kind of like their media person. And then I had a heart attack, and like, their business just dropped me. Like, after that, it never called like for video. They just completely dropped me. And I was like, what's up with that? And it kind of hurt my feelings. And they did go shop for like a cheaper videographer. I think they got a cheaper videographer. But it still kind of bothered me. I got to get where it don't bother me. I got to get where I don't take that stuff personally. And I got to get where I can make phone calls and then, like, not care if they're no they're a yes, then that's cool. I get a yes. And if it's a no, then I'll just take that call and say, hey, what did I do wrong in this call? You know? Like, what did I do wrong in this call, and how can I improve? This person is running like 100 miles an hour from Florida. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to figure out how to flip that. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let everybody know how this cold calling thing goes today. I'm going to go home and try to figure out, try to find, I don't know, 30, 40 numbers of businesses. And I got to get that call script that Kit wrote. And I'm just going to call and go through it like I don't care. And I'll let you know tomorrow exactly how that turns out. But we will see. WWE had the Royal Rumble February 1st here. I thought it was great. Thought it was a star-packed Royal Rumble. I loved all of it. Crazy about Speed coming in. It was cool to see Braun Breaker break him in half with his spear. Also, Cody and KO's match. It was pretty good. Cody did break Kevin Owens' head off. I don't know how Kevin Owens put his head back on to come back to Raw the next night, but he did. Pretty good event though. Jey Uso won the male Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair won the female Royal Rumble. So they both go to WrestleMania. We'll see how it goes. WWE seems a little slacking lately as far as the storylines. I don't know if they know exactly where to go. Maybe people getting hurt, and they have to kind of alter what they got planned. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, WWE doing pretty good lately. I like the Royal Rumble. Thumbs up on that. Jey Uso's been working hard, so that's really good that y'all gave it to him. But it's getting morning time. It's about time for me to head back to the house, get some cold calls started. Go get some cold calls started. I gotta wait for businesses to open. Of course, it's 7:45. God, there's traffic packed off Wayne Memorial, like all the way down 70. Woo! But anyway, I love y'all. Like I always say, believe in yourself, even if I don't believe in mine, because I know if you believe in yourself, it makes a huge difference. Getting there is another thing, but I'm still working on it. All right, so I love all y'all. Oh, y'all. Peace, guys.